Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs. And the Horned Frogs about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Getting some heat. Gets it out quickly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Throws toward the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense working from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Sexton. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Fires to the wideout. Got his man! And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Sexton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Running it back, it's Rivera. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Vasquez. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right there.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Vasquez. He finds his man. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback on the keeper. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Makes a move. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now. Just
got a lot of running room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the tailback. Finds a crease at the 20. Bounced off his feet.
Brought down on the play at the 13-yard line.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11th.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Back to pass, it's Vasquez. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
The snap sets up to throw. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, TCU.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Tulane, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sexton. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Tough to give up those penalty yards in that situation. Now it's just 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Vasquez. Makes the grab on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Offense getting set for 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Vasquez. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Finds the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Spins away from the defender. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Looking for the score. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes his connection. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Fires one high and deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Vasquez. Gets it out fast. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Rivero. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the route is on.
TCU.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Tulane, 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
To advance on the football.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, your defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Scrambling away. Quarterback gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to him. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. They've been running it, but now the pass. He makes the connection.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down coming up. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fair catch called for and made. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, TCU! And the beatdown has ensued. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the pummeling has started.
TCU.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boise State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This offense has a 2nd down play. The inside handoff. At the 40, there he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory?
Get set, get set.
They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He looks that one in nicely. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. This Tulane offense.
First down.
Going. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. Touchdown, Tulane! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll give it to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On the move, it's Pratt. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Toner. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his second catch. I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First and goal for the offense.
Here we go.
Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Okay, ready?
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal.
Easy.
Looking to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback.
They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Here's the handoff. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
24-yard line. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
29 Philly.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. On second down, he'll let it fly. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Escapes trouble. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
Brings up second down.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.